Giuoco piano game, 4.O-O. Giveaway: one player was winning, but then gave it away. That game was pretty competitive. The opening was balanced. That was a well-fought middle game that White got the better of. Although White played a great end game, Black did even better. Sharp games are frequently the result of starting with the king's pawn, since it dominates the center and frees up the bishop and queen on the light squares. A typical answer is e5, which builds a position in the middle, controls d4, and frees up the queen and bishop on the dark square. The move nf3 advances the knight toward the center, engages the e5 piece in combat, and sets up a castle. nc6 defends the pawn on e5, advances the knight toward the center, and scans the d4 square. Beginning the Italian game is bc4, which immediately begins to attack the f7 pawn and get ready to castle. bc5 attacks the f2 pawn and helps control the important d4 square. Castling gets the king out of the center and activates the rook. The bishop will be better off as a result of this. This develops a knight from its starting square, activating it. It is the final book action. This defends the attacked pawn. It is good. Castling gets the king to a safer square, out of the center of the board, while also developing a rook. Castling to the same side of the board as the opponent avoids some of the attacking associated with opposite side castling. It is good. Perfectly on point. It is ideal. The best choice is this one. It is ideal. While not a mistake, that is also not the wisest course of action. That's good. That's fine. It is good. This misses a chance to mold a bishop for advancement. It is incorrect. This offers an equal trade of pieces. It is good. This maintains the balance in material with a good trade. It is best. Recaptures. It is ideal. This allows the knight to control more squares. It is best. That's a decent move. That's good. This prepares the bishop for development. It is excellent. The rooks are linked by this, making it easier for them to work together in the future. It is quite good. This suggests kicking a bishop. It is quite good. That is a logical response. It is quite good. It is a fair deal after all captures. It is ideal. Backs off. It is ideal. While not a mistake, that is also not the wisest course of action. That's good. This exchange is fair. That's good. Recaptures. This poses a threat to strike a knight. It is ideal. What I would have advised is that. It is ideal. By moving a rook from its starting square, this activates it. It is quite good. A very strong play. It is excellent. Among the best actions. It is quite good. That's fine. It is good. There were worse moves, but also something much better. It is an inaccuracy. This uses a pawn to attack the center while vying for position. It is ideal. The pawn is now on a square that is safer. That's good. On the file, the rooks are strategically doubled and forcefully combined. That's good. Very precise. It is best. This is not the best move, but an interesting alternative. It is excellent. Recaptures. That is good. Backs off. It is ideal. Recaptures. It is ideal. This turns the pawn into a passed pawn, which means no other pawn may oppose it as it advances. It is ideal. A solid choice. It is excellent. Perfectly on point. It is ideal. The best choice is this one. It is ideal. What I would have advised is that. It is ideal. A pawn that was being attacked and had no defenses is now protected by this. It is ideal. A pawn is therefore left defenseless. It is a mistake. It was a free pawn there. It is ideal. That is a logical response. It is quite good. This steps away from the checking queen. It is best. This allows the knight to control more squares. This threatens to create a passed pawn. It is good. That pawn was available for free. That's good. This ignores an opportunity to move a knight to safety. It is an inaccuracy. This poses a knight-winning threat. It is incorrect. This poses a fork piece threat. It is ideal. This attacks a knight and gains a tempo when the knight retreats. It is ideal. This misses a chance to pose a pawn-winning threat. It is incorrect. Only one move worked there, and this wasn't it? This overlooks a better way to move a rook to safety. It is a miss. This defends the knight who was attacked. It is ideal. This is the only move that works. It is a great move. Backs off. The endgame has begun, and black is worse. It is ideal. This provides a free pawn. It is incorrect. This reveals an assault and puts a pawn in danger. That's good. This defends the attacked pawn. This threatens to force eventual checkmate. It is good. By moving it from the back rank, this activates the king in the endgame. It is ideal. The pawn is now passed because it can no longer be challenged by opposing pawns as it tries to promote. This threatens to force eventual checkmate. It is best. This defends a knight that was under attack and had no defenders. This is the only good move. This threatens to win a rook. It is a great move. This stops the opponent from being able to win a rook. It is best. Very precise. It is best. This reveals an attack on a queen. It is forced. This divides up parts by launching multiple attacks at once. It is ideal. This avoids the queen's check. It is ideal. Perfectly on point. It is ideal. This exposes an attack, threatening a queen. It is forced. Giveaway. One player was winning, but then gave it away. That game was pretty competitive. The opening was balanced. That was a well-fought middle game that white got the better of. Although white played a great endgame, black did even better. This forks multiple pieces. It is best. Giveaway. One player was winning, but then gave it away. That game was pretty competitive. The opening was balanced. That was a well-fought middle game that white got the better of. Although white played a great endgame, black did even better.